Poclink. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Three Rivers Survival. So I have this walkie-talkie or walkie-talkie-like device. I have two of them. Poclink was very kind enough to send these to me for a review, and I can tell you they're pretty cool. If you guys remember the old Nextel phones, it works on that type of platform. All right, you do need a cell service. It is not GRM or walkie-talkie. It is a secure network, providing that it is a cellular network that you can get to. These will work. It's not a ham radio, it's not Baofeng or anything like that, but we're going to get a little bit more into the specs. If you can, what I'd ask you to do is please like, subscribe, share. Put some comments down below if you're interested in this. I will put a link down below. Will save you like 8%, I believe it is. I'll put the links down below to this and my discount code. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys want to be a Patreon member, then go ahead, click on that link down below. These are not available on Amazon, but I will send you directly to the link. But let's do this. Let's drop the camera. I'll show you what comes in the box, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. All right, guys, so what you're going to get is this box right here. When you open it up, it's going to come with the dangler cable or a lanyard. It will also come with the American type of two-prong with the USB-B connector, and it does come with the cord. It also comes with the radio and the clip, and the radio clip gets put right onto the battery pack. All right, pretty simple kind of setup. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what these things are. All right, these are radios that only work with a cellular tower. All right, now the good thing about having cellular tower is that it will be more secure than, let's say, a regular GMRS or any type of Home Depot type style radio. It's working off a cellular tower, and what's good about this is you can actually set up groups. You're not specifically dialing up somebody's number as you would on a telephone, but if I set up a group that says Three River Survival, I could also set up a group that says Three River Survival. I could do it straight from the interface here, and then once that person has one of my radios and frequency, then we can talk using a cellular service. Now, how far does it work? Well, that kind of depends. Where do you have cellular service? All right, so if you want to bring them into the woods, that's great, but if you don't have cellular service in the woods, it's not going to work. All right, so it says that it's unlimited use, global coverage, no range limitations, stay connected anywhere, providing that you have some type of tower to connect to. No monthly fees, no subscription. All right, so it is nothing like a cell phone or anything like that. Instant communication, no lag, ready to use, user-friendly, simple options, private one-on-one phone calls. Like I said, you're using a cellular service from this device to the tower to this device. All right, now if you had 3 or 4 of them, you can set up a group of 4 and everybody would hear your conversation only on those radios. No licensing required, which is kind of nice. Long battery life, clear display, yep, wide coverage, and built for harsh conditions. Operates in temperatures from -20 to +60 degrees Celsius. The battery capacity is 3000 mAh. Input is 5 volts. Charging port is Type C. Frequency range is B1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 12, 66, 38, 40, and 41. Now, I will tell you that this is even though it says there's no subscriptions, the first time you buy it, it gives you a 1-year subscription, and then it's $50 per device. All right, so $50 for 365 for the year. Not too much of a big deal, considering that a lot of you guys spend $100 a month on your cell service. This only costs you $50 for the year. It does have Bluetooth mode, so they do sell Bluetooth devices if you want. You can use the Bluetooth device to your headset. It will connect, so that's pretty easy to set up as well. It does have a water protection rating of IPX4, dust resistance, safe and light rain and splashes. Now, before we get into it, and I'll show you a little bit more about that, you probably want to know how much these things cost. All right, so these two right here, you can get a set, two of these, plus I think the headset, I think they run around $359 or $360, all right, for a set of two. So they're not exactly cheap. But if you understand that if you are someone that works security, let's say you're in a urban environment, let's say you're in a construction zone, you don't constantly have to worry about overdraft fees or connection. As long as this thing is pinging a tower, and it could be any tower, any service, anywhere, you will get through. So that's the good thing about it. Because I use AT&T, if I hit a Verizon tower, it's not going to work. Not with these. This will work across the board. So let's turn these suckers on. It's pretty simple. You just turn this on here, hold it down, wait for the green light to go on, and it'll say link on, as you can see right there. All right, so on the display itself, there's a couple things that you can look at. Over here is going to be your runtime or your idle, the group that you can create later. It also tells you what day it is, and it tells you, let's see, go back. It also tells you 4G. So you can see that it says 4G here in the corner, and it also tells you what your battery life is. All right, so again, you could change the group. If I wanted to pair them together, I can. On the side here, you have the volume setting. So
volume level 7.
All right, volume level 7.
Volume level 6.
Volume level 6. All right, again, that's the volume. Here's your push to talk button right here. So if I wanted to talk to somebody, I could. All right, the menu button is the center button. So if I press member, the center, it tells me okay, good, back, whatever, and I can set it up. All right, so all you have to do to create a group, it's pretty simple to set up a group. You put on menu, you fix the group, your user 1, user 2. You could also use a password to the group if you want to, so nobody else can use it. But again, test. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2 3.
All right, so it works just like a Nextel. So I think these things are pretty decent. Let's go back up top and finish up. All right, guys, so what do I think about these? I think they're great. If you are somebody that has to constantly be on a radio or a walkie, and maybe you have some interference problems, let's say you're on a job site, let's say you are doing security work, and you can't be on your cell phone for whatever reason, these will connect to any tower, which is nice. That's the benefit of it. It's pretty simple to set up. Again, if it's a grid down scenario and your cell tower is down, well, that's not really going to work for your phone or this. But if you are someplace where you need to constantly be talking and you don't want to pull out your cell phone and constantly scroll through or have your minutes or your batteries dying on that, now you have a nice option. I haven't tested it overseas, but distance does not seem to be a problem. As long as you can hit a cell tower, you're good to go. So I'm going to leave the links down below. I really do like these. Thank you very much for sending it out. I think I will do a little bit more testing on it just to see what distance I can really crush it to. But as far as I know, these things work very well. Thank you very much to Poclink for sending this out. It really does bring back the nostalgia of the old Nextel days. Thank you very much, guys. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. It really does help the algorithms. And as always, guys, stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Testing.
Testing.
3 River Survival
3 River Survival
is the best.
is the best.
All right. Thanks, guys.